Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, I'm thankful for the great students and staff here at Cerritos High School, and like everybody else, I'm thankful for family and friends. And speaking of friends, one of my best friends is Captain Stry. Students who are ready, students who are respectful, and students who are real. And those students who display those characteristics will oftentimes get a virtual way-to-go ticket from their teacher, and once a month we draw out 4 names and we let them spin the prize wheel. Now, because we've been in a virtual environment, I've been doing the spinning the last few times, but we're gonna try something new today. We're actually gonna go to each recipient's home and let them spin it themselves, safely distanced and masks, but this should be fun. Come along. All right, our first Way to Go Wednesday winner is Jace Ramirez. He's a senior. He got his Way to Go ticket from Mr. Van Grunau for amazing participation, being inquisitive, highly attentive, and helpful. We're at Jace's house right now. Let's bring him on out.
You are Way to Go Wednesday winner with a chance at the prize wheel. Can you introduce who's with you today?
This is my grandma, this is my sister, my dog Oliver, and then my dad.
And Dad as well. And look at him rocking the Cerritos time here. Hopefully there's a football season. Jace, step on up to that prize wheel with all those wonderful prizes. Give it a shot. Let's see what we got going. It looks like it's Taco Bell! $15 in the Taco Bell. You'll be able to take the whole family out, including the dog Oliver.
Awesome. All right. We'll see how they practice.
All right, yeah.
Thank
you. I can't wait.
All right. Our next Way to Go Wednesday winner is Mr. George Parakel. He got his Way to Go ticket from Mr. Jernigan because he tries his hardest to complete work on an outstanding fashion, and he asks a lot of good questions. Very inquisitive. Let's go meet George. All right, time for our next Way to Go Wednesday winner. We're at the house of Lana Cruz. She got her Way to Go ticket from Miss Weave, and Miss Weave says that she is always ready, because we're ready in the Cerritos way, always ready when she comes to class and is just an outstanding student. Let's see what prize Lana wins.
Yes, Lana Cruz, because you demonstrated that Cerritos way. You were given a Way to Go ticket. Your name was drawn today, and you get a lucky spin on a wonderful prize wheel. Step on over to the driveway.
Oh my God!
Congratulations. All right, let's give it a spin. Any blank spot that lands on, you get to choose the prize yourself. So go ahead and give it a spin.
Oh man.
Panera! Oh, everybody loves Panera. Wait, it's changing. What's going on here? It's on a blank screen. You get to choose your own card. Which card would you choose? Which card you put out?
Oh man, that's hard. As much as I love Panera, I feel like I go to Starbucks more often, so Wow. Let's get the Starbucks then.
All right, the next and final Way to Go Wednesday winter house that we're at is with Yaya Vega. She is in Miss Villalon's Spanish class, and Miss Villalon says she's always ready to work when she's in class, and she tries even when the work is really challenging. So let's see what Yaya wins today.
All right, yeah. How are you doing today? Because you displayed the Cerritos way, you got a way-to-go ticket from your Spanish teacher. We drew your name, and today you get to spin the Mighty Prize Wheel, gift cards from all the famous Cerritos eateries for $15 a piece, and a chance to maybe win $20 cash. Yaya, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's give it a spin. You get to choose whatever prize you would like on the wheel. You want the 40 bucks? You got it.
There you go, yeah.
Wait. Can I get a picture? Yeah.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? We're definitely going to do that again next month. It was just great to see students. And speaking of seeing students, I know next week a lot of our athletic teams are going to be back on campus conditioning, and we're all hoping that quite possibly we may have some competition. We certainly are going to have some cross-country meets in the month of March, and we trust that there are going to be other sports that are playing as well. That's it for me. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Hello Cerritos High School and happy Black History Month. Today we'll be talking about Black stereotypes and the history behind them. Today specifically, the stereotype we'll be talking about is the stereotype that Black people can't swim. So the history of the stereotype dates back to the 1920s when there were still segregated places such as pools and beaches. And even though Black people had their own designated places to swim in, white people would still come to these pools and dump cleaning supplies and acids into the pools while Black children and families were swimming in them. Of course, this caused widespread panic within the Black community, leading Black families to stop coming to these swimming places. Okay, fast forward to the 1960s, during the period of desegregation. White people still didn't want to share swimming places with Black people because they saw Black people as dirty. So, while ultimately white people started to just opting to getting their own swimming pools in their backyards, Black people didn't have that luxury, and if they wanted to swim, they needed to go to public places. And there were still white people that went to public places that would harass Black people. And Black people wouldn't want to go to a space that they would be harassed in to try to swim, let alone try to learn how to swim. And if you think about it, this wasn't this long ago. This was our grandparents. So if our grandparents never learned how to swim, never taught our parents how to swim, who was going to teach us how to swim? And that is a brief history on this stereotype. And here's a quick video.
Back almost 100 years.
Cleaning chemicals inside the pool in an effort to get the Negroes to leave.
During the 1920s and 1930s, when cities opened up large resort-like pools, they permitted males and females to use them together. And it was at that point that white swimmers and public officials imposed racial segregation. Most whites did not want Black men to interact with white women at such intimate public spaces.
Legally, pools were desegregated after World War II, sometimes by court order. But integration on paper is one thing, cultural integration is another. And just like what happened in public schools, a lot of white people rejected it. And that prejudice created a stereotype.
Swimming became broadly popular within white communities, and it was passed down from generation to generation. Because of African Americans' more restricted access, swimming did not become a broadly popular activity among Black families within Black communities.
My grandparents couldn't swim because of segregation. When I was growing up, the only access I had to a pool was for summer camp.
Desria Holmes made swimming a priority for her family. Her daughter Madison and her son Mason are both enrolled in a program launched by USA Swimming that aims to get a more diverse group of young people in the water.
3, flip, go!
64% of Black kids have little to no swimming ability, compared to 40% of white kids. And this has real consequences. A CDC report found that Black kids are 5.5 times more likely to drown in a swimming pool than white kids.
When I saw the opportunity for my daughter to swim, and then my parents were able to see their granddaughter swim, they were actually crying because no one in our family swims like Madison. No one.
I hope you enjoyed this video and have a good rest of your week. And once again, happy Black History Month.